Good morning. What day is it? It is Thursday the 20 fucking watch. Thursday the 25th. And I am in Summit Lake, British Columbia. Well, okay, that's probably not a town, but that's a place. I'm up on the Tetson River. And we are, of course, trucking to Alaska again.
Continue on Highway 97.
And we are rolling, baby. Never mind the mosquitoes. Enjoy the scenery. Up some mud last night. Can't see out my windows. Well, this is pretty cool driving here, so. This area looks like it burned maybe last year. I don't think it was this year. But yeah, a little forest fire went through there. Well, big one maybe. I don't remember this from last year at all. Looks like an interesting bridge coming up. All kinds of signs for the motorcyclists. Oh yeah, I remember this one. This is the Tetson River, something like that. It's another steel graded bridge. Yeah, it is. Oh, I could overlay on that. I didn't need that stinking bridge. Why'd they waste money on that? Imagine, if you will, going through here while that fire was burning. It just ripped through here. Probably went through here in a couple hours at the most. Just laid waste to everything. Oh, there's something dead. What's dead? I don't want to know. And, yeah, so it's pretty ugly here. I want to say this might have even been this year. This looks pretty recent. I know the grass is green, but it could have been early this year. The grass comes up green right after a fire. It just tore through here. Check that out. There is zero vegetation on that mountain. Well, I shouldn't say zero, but I see a lot of those up in this part of the country where at about, I don't know, probably we're at 3,000 feet, 4,000 feet. Probably went up another 1,000 feet, and that is just rock, soil, bare, some scrub, probably some lichen. But it's a naked mountain. Get a little better view here of it. Nothing in that mountain. Gosh, and sheep. What's Canada? Isn't everybody a sheep here? Elk. Nope, that was caribou. Come to think of it, I saw a baby caribou here this time last year. Summit Lake. Seems down a little bit. I've seen it higher. I've seen it right up to the road. Well, everything's down, I guess, but stop and hook up the GoPro, but I just passed a double tanker, and I don't want to have to pass him again for a while, because this road is like this for the next 10 miles or so. There's no passing zone, so you guys are just going to have to live without the time lapse that I take with the GoPro. Sheep, maybe. Signs for sheep. And of course the obligatory rock slides, because that's where we are. We're in rockside country. And this guy is taking the slow down sign pretty serious, so will we. I don't want to fuck with them. Oh, look at that. Wow. Somebody either went over the edge there, or it looks like somebody went over the edge there. Yeah, they did. Maybe that's why this guy is slowed down so much. I do not want to try and pass him here. I think that would be a bad idea. So instead, we're just going to enjoy the scenery a little bit. Including a little bit of the crack in my windshield. You guys aren't used to that yet? It is dry as a bone up here. Well, I guess it rained last night, but it didn't stick around long. I heard a little bit, and everything was wet this morning, but in the mountain there is dew every morning. Mountain dew. Get it? Last down the road this morning. Rocky Mountain Lodge is closed. You're about to take down the sign and send that gas, but they're closed. No gas for you. It is 55 degrees out. Pretty sure that was about the low for the night. I slept comfortable. Didn't have to put any layers on for sleeping. That's good. As I said, there was a little bit of rain, and we're very overcast. And it says, storms possible this morning, but we're going to drive out of that, I think. I don't know. I'm sure they've had beautiful sunny weather all over the North Country. Now that I'm here, it's gone. For those of you unfamiliar, this is what they call chip seal. Basically, they pour some kind of oil / tar on the road, then they pour gravel, probably D3/4 minus maybe, I don't know. Sometimes it's B gravel. It's probably like D half minus or something. Anyway, they pour gravel on top of that oil, and then they let the traffic beat it in, and it kind of becomes blacktop. It seems to work pretty well, especially in the Arctic. I guess it's more flexible or whatever. But in a lot of places, these stones are chipped. They are not round. And so this stuff just tears up your tires. It is common throughout Alaska, northern Canada. Sometimes they don't even bother to put the oil on it, but they literally put the oil on this and they let traffic beat it into a flat surface, and then they go through and sweep up the excess gravel. It works. Probably cheaper than the old-fashioned way of doing it. Probably quicker. But if you happen to hit this area, or one of these areas, right after they put down the gravel, they put it down pretty thick. And it is loose. If you're on a motorcycle, it's loose. Well, if you're on anything, it's loose. But kind of fun on a bike. A couple inches deep. Kind of like sand made out of half-inch round rocks. Here's an example of what it does when it gets loose. It's this dude. It's a big old taker. Yeah, it's still loose here a little bit. Not too bad.
Another little bridge. Those make me pucker sometimes. That one wasn't so bad. Actually, the worst one is in Alabama. It's got to be 100 feet over the river, and it is that stupid metal grating. We got stuck on it one time in the motorhome. There was road construction, and we were stopped. And oncoming traffic was still coming through. Big trucks, doubles, the whole 9 yards, and you could feel that bridge move every time a truck came through. Yeah, I took my seatbelt off. I think this guy's driven this before. Don't ask me why. Seems to be a pretty good driver and seems to know where all the potholes are and how to get around them. Crossing the glacial river, you can tell because it's gray silt. Okay, I've decided that road sign that you didn't see is Elk. Oh, I remember this place. There's a big horse ranch up here. This is going to be like Toad River, and there's gas here. And here is the alleged horse ranch. Look at that, way out here in the middle of nowhere. It's kind of cool. Must be tanker day. There's a tanker in front of me. There's 2 of them behind me. I think I passed 2 or 3 of them already. Toad River, 2 miles ahead. Yep. I don't need it, but you know my rule. Next one's 203 miles. We're gonna sweat that. Hudson Lake. Yep, we're gonna pull get gas. Heck yeah. I hope this is all downhill to Watson Lake. Like I said, Toad River. There ain't nothing in either direction for a while, so we're gonna pull over and we're gonna get gas and I don't know what else. Ooh, a Tesla charger. Sort of. Wonder where they get the power for that.
Well, I would say by all accounts, Toad River's making a go of it. They had lots of food. The restaurant was going. There were people in it. Oh, it looked like maybe the hotel had some people in it. A couple little hotties behind the counter. Good place. I will make a mental note to myself to stop here next time, maybe. Cool.
Continue on Highway 9.
We are at Holden Mountain, and there's these pictures, and I think I took a picture of the interpretive sign. You know why? Because geology rocks. And the geology up in this part of the country is young, broad, naked, stark beauty. Hey, guess what? We're in road construction. Go figure. The dust is indescribable. supposedly in buffalo country too, but we ain't seen none of those yet. Can't imagine we'll make this trip without seeing them. Promised. As promised, I'm going to do something about that bear. There he is right there. Hi, Mr. Bear. Hello, Mr. Bear. You're in the tall grass there, Mr. Bear, aren't you? You got babies? Maybe you're Mrs. Bear. You don't give a shit about me at all, do you? And where you went? There he is. There he is. Hi, Mr. Bear. All right. Hey! Yeah, he don't care at all. Just a baby.
Check out this billboard. It says use caution because you might hit a buffalo. All right, we saw our obligatory bear for the day. Probably not the last one. Still haven't seen one of these fuckers though. I'm sure they're here. Just haven't seen one yet. Usually the buffalo will be like a herd, so there'll be like 10 of them or more. Sometimes they're in the road. Sometimes there's babies. As promised, bison, also known as buffalo, a whole herd of them. Kind of not where I expected them, but they're here. Is that bison? That is bison, right? Yeah, that's bison. Hi, Mr. Bison. Bye, Mr. Bison. Got collars on them. They ain't no fun. All right, well, we did a fuel stop
Please drive to
here.
highlighted route.
I'm not sure where we are, but these guys are here last year and this year, so they're on my list. Pretty consistent. $3
Continue on
a
Highway
liter. $3 a liter, but there's a cute little redhead that comes out and pumps it for you. So I'm gonna remember to stop at this place next year, and maybe in September. She was awful friendly. But now I know I can make it remaining, what is it? It's last I saw it, it said 188 miles to the next
Continue
stop.
on Highway 1.
And I've got 212 miles of range plus my reserve, so I might make it this time. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. That was cool. Now I feel like I'm getting close to home. Primitive gas stations, $3 a liter. Yep, I'm getting close to home. Welcome to Watson Lake, Yukon Territory. We're not quite there, but we're pretty close. Well, I don't want to go in there. You're going to be waiting on fucking motorhomes all day. It says we got another gas mile at another place in 1.1 miles.
Well, it's 52 degrees and raining. Went from air conditioner to heat. At least I'm not on a motorcycle.
Well, since I cheated you out of the Whitehorse Airport, I'm going to try and give you the Walmart, Whitehorse Walmart.
Well, that was kind of a mistake. I went to Walmart in Whitehorse, Yukon Territory, and it's kind of like a Walmart before they really
Turn right onto Alaska Highway, Yukon 2 North. Signs for Alaska Highway North.
before they were serious about doing food. 'Cause
Continue on Yukon 1 West for 152 kilometers.
they had food crammed into about a dozen aisles in the middle of the store, and that was it. All right, one last video for the day. We are on the banks of a river tonight. We're camped out here in the quiet, except for the robin that you can hear in the back. And there we are. We're at pullout I found on iOverlander, and we're all alone. We're a little close to the road, but I don't hear anything in the trailers. Welcome to home. Sweet home.
Well, we're starting to see some rough roads. I'm sure they're going to get a lot worse. We've been pretty spoiled up to this point. Haven't had too many issues. But I think this is part of the country where it really starts to go to hell. Last year, I want to say I hit the cross teams with Whitehorse. So, we're going to be in it pretty soon. Well, it's looking like Whitehorse is about 167 miles away. That puts me over 500 on the day. Yeah, that put me over 500 on the day. So that's our goal. Whitehorse, Yukon Territory. The gateway to Klondike Highway.